Okay, so first things first, this fridge is freaking sweet. Full disclosure, yes, this is 100% sponsored. This is from a company called New Air. You can check them out right there. All of their info will be down in the description. This is their 96 can beverage fridge, and this thing is freaking awesome. I thought they were completely messing with me when they said, hey, we would love to send you this fridge and let your subscribers know that we're awesome. And I was like, sure, send it, whatever. But they sent it, and this thing is freaking awesome. So like I said, in the name, 96 cans, this thing can hold 96 cans, which makes it perfect for me because I drink way too much soda or pop, if you're from the north like I am. So saying soda was weird, but this thing's freaking awesome. Honestly, it didn't take anything to set up. It came pretty much pre-assembled. All I had to do is put this handle on it. Not that big, obviously. It's about the size of any normal mini fridge. If you wanted to put other things in it, you could just take these out and pull the racks out, but I'm not gonna keep any like actual food in here. All I've got in here right now is just a half-finished water. I don't know, let's see what the lowest it'll go to is. I think it was 30 something. 36 up to, I don't know, I got it at 45 right now. That seems good. It can do Fahrenheit or Celsius, which is good for your quick conversion. So you know 7 degrees Celsius is about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the part that's awesome. It has display LEDs that you're not going to be able to see right now. Let me clean that out real quick. Did it again, but you get the point. That thing's freaking sweet. Ooh, let's turn the lights off. Haha! Look at that. That's freaking cool. I love this thing. And something I love even more is it has its own lock. Like, check that out. See that, how it's locked? Ain't nobody stealing the bartle skeet like that. And then, boom, lock open. There we go. I'm not a good actor. This is genuine enthusiasm. I freaking love this fridge. I even posted about it on Instagram and they didn't ask me to do that. I just did it because I like the fridge. Something I'd really like to do is get like an actual P.O. box set up because people have been asking me to do that for a while. And I would like you guys to like send stickers and stuff to just like plaster all over the sides of this thing. I think that'd be sweet. That's something I'd like to do ultimately, is just sticker bomb the entire sides of this thing. But like I said, all of New Air's info will be in the description. This thing is so freaking tight. If you guys are after a mini fridge, I genuinely highly suggest it. This thing is sweet. I'm probably not gonna keep it there. I'll probably end up putting it somewhere else. But for now, that's probably the best spot. And it is worth saying that New Air has a bunch of other products aside from just this 96 can beverage fridge. Definitely check out New Air. Once again, all their info will be in the description below. And highly, highly, highly recommend it. If nothing else, just because it's super freaking cool. And the lights do have 2 different settings, a high and a dim, and then off. But man, it's so freaking sweet, dude. It's awesome. That might be like the nicest individual thing in the entire, well, as far as like not vehicles, this might be like the nicest individual thing in the garage. I could talk about that thing for a while, but let's get on with the actual shop tour, which is what you guys are after. So let's start off outside and we will work our way back in. But I figured they sent me that fridge. The least I could do is just like explain everything about it to you guys, which I don't think I did a very good job, but they've got, just go check them out, dude. They're awesome. Definitely recommend it. All right, so the shop is 30 deep, 56 wide, 14-foot ceilings. You can see this door is 12 by 12 and then 2 9x9s, a little entry door there. This siding, it is metal roof and metal siding. This siding is called Ocean Blue. We were kind of skeptical about it, or not skeptical, we were just like nervous, but it was like the best of the choices. We didn't want to go with like an earth tone. And eventually we want to redo the house too, because that siding is faded. That house needs quite a bit of work still. It's getting there. Everything's a project around here. But a lot of the stuff, this is just like a quick tour slash update video. A lot of like the really detailed stuff, like I've got 14 hours of the garage being built. A lot of it's going to be time lapse, but I've got 14 hours of footage of the garage being built, and I'll do a whole separate video on the actual building process and like the finances and the final cost and everything of that. This is just a quick tour and to like show you guys it, because if you follow me on Instagram, like the past few things I've posted have been vehicles parked out front, and people are like, when are you gonna do a garage update video? So I figured I'll just do it now and get it out of the way. I'm gonna try and get this video up tonight. It's 8 o'clock Monday, so we'll see. So like I said, 30 deep, 56 wide. These doors are just manual doors right now, so I mean, I like it. I would like to do one power just for like winter and stuff like that, but I mean, they close super easy, and then they just have like the regular locks on the side. And then if I really wanted to, I could squeeze probably like 6 vehicles in here if I got a little creative with it. 6 vehicles, and then the bikes and the lawnmower and stuff. Oh, Fiero, I'm sorry I left you up. But yeah, and then the windows are just 3x3s. I didn't realize that they would look so dinky on this wall, but I mean, they'll get the job done. They let in plenty of light during the day between them and the doors. Yeah, and speaking of lights, these are just like single row LEDs that are 7,000 lumens. They're at Menards for like 28 or 29 bucks. So, I mean, I was worried that they wouldn't be enough light, but man, they are plenty of light. It is so, like, I don't think the camera's really gonna do it justice in here, but it is so bright in here. And then you can see plenty of outlets. There's 2 here, 2 here. Pretty much 2 on every post except for the corner posts. And then over here by the work area, I've got the 2 next to each other instead of vertical, just because like I had a feeling that there's going to be workbenches and stuff there, so I didn't want one like unused under the workbenches and stuff. So I figured if I put them up next to each other, they'll be more useful. And then I do have a 220 welder plug at each end, just in case I ever need to do any welding or anything over there. But over here is going to be like the main kind of fabrication area. That's why I got the heavier duty bench here. When I say heavier duty, it's just because that one is like 1/2-inch particle board. So I didn't want to put a vise or anything on that. So any of like the fabrication stuff will take place on this half, hopefully. Like everything's kind of fluid right now. I don't have anything like in a for sure place. I'm just kind of setting it there to see how it feels. I'll probably move around a whole lot of it. Like, this is the first time I've ever had that toolbox separated. Normally I keep it all like together, that one stacked on top, but I figured for now I'll just have that one up on the bench and then use this one as a tool cart in case I need to work on anything over on that side. I can just load that up and go. The badass super duper mini fridge. This is a little paint cabinet that I've had for a few years. I thought about wet sanding it and clear coating it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Actually, right here's some clear. This is just AutoZone special. And then, ooh, are these my old 61 plates? Ooh, they are. That's where I put those. Yeah, I used to have a 61 a Ford unibody that had those plates on it, and I kept them. Speaking of plates, I thought about doing something similar to Jason, Old Car Auto Guy. He's having subscribers send him plates and stuff, and he's doing a wall art thing. And I keep meaning to send you a plate, but every time I find one, I get like nostalgic about the vehicle is on and stuff, so I just haven't. Sorry. I'm sure you understand. But like that, I've got 2, but I don't want to get rid of one. So if I find one that I know I'm not going to use, I'll send it your way. Let's see. This is all just like, let's see, here's Harbor Freight 8-inch drill press. This thing was like 65 bucks, and it has done so good, except I lost the chuck to it. So I've been using the double screwdriver method. I have no idea where I lost it, but sometime in our move from like the east side to over here, I lost it. And this is just a little bench grinder that I want to make a little stand for. This is me mocking up if they would work together, making a stand that holds both of them, and then have it on wheels so I could turn it around. But I'm not sold on that. I also thought about making like a swing out thing for the bench grinder, but it's all still up in the air. This is a drill press vise. These are my hammer and dolly sets that obviously I don't use. I don't do a whole lot of body work. And then this is just a cabinet that I was playing around with, seeing if I liked it there. It's only held up by 2 screws right now, but I think it'll probably work there. And then just a little torch set that I picked up from, I got the bench, the grinder, the vise, the cabinet, the torches, and the floor jack, and the paint cabinet. I got those all from neighbor Lloyd, who has that white Malibu that we put the cam and heads and stuff on, and we did the like sport interior and stuff. I got those all from him for, I don't even remember how much actually, but knowing me, I'm sure it wasn't too much. I think I might have got the air pig from him too. I don't know. I got the Sawzall from him, I know that. And then I got the air compressor set up here. And I set it up here because I wanted it kind of like central to everything. So that's a little 25-foot roll, and it can reach all the way to the plug over there. So it can reach everything at the fabrication station. Fabrication station? I want to get a sign made that says fabrication station, like a big kind of like graffiti one up here, you know? Probably like right in there, fabrication station. But yeah, I can reach everything over there. It could reach most of the way. I don't know if it could reach to the other side of the car right there, honestly. We'll find out later, because it's only held in with one like wood bolt right now, just because everything's still kind of up in the air, playing with how I want things. Like, I thought about moving that so that the roll was right there, that way I can get to stuff outside easier too, but I'm not really sold on that yet either, because I don't have an outlet there, so I'd have to run an extension cord like up and over or something, or wire in another outlet. Like, I want the main theme of the garage to be the phrase, a place for everything and everything in its place. So like the good example of that is with the air compressor. I want to get like a dedicated cabinet or bench or something for this that houses everything pneumatic, everything air related. So like the impact and sockets, the cutoff wheel, the tire pressure tools, like the air chuck and stuff like that. I want everything air related to be with that. So like a good example of that would be like if I come over here and I'm like, all right, cool, I can take this to go air up a tire, but wait, I don't have any tools here, even though I do. But for the sake of argument, oh, I don't have any tools here. Let me go all the way back to my toolbox here and go into this drawer, and all right, now I got my little air pressure tester deal. Or like, oh, I need my grinder. All right, let's go back over there. Fuck, I forgot I had those. I just bought some more, and here I got a brand new pack. Cool. But I think that's like the best kind of example. I don't want to be walking from one side to the other to go get stupid shit. I want everything to be where it needs to be when I need it. So, like how I was talking about making a drill press stand, I want that to house everything needed to drill whatever. So, like, I've got 3 sets of drill bits, and I want like at least one of those sets to stay with this. One will stay where my drill will be. And then under here, when I had all this in my little basement workshop, I had, this is just like a catch-all for dumb shit. I want this to be designated for just like tools. Like I got the Sawzall, I got I think that's a router. I think that black case is a router. Then I've got like my little rotary tool set. So I don't want that to just become like a junk storage. I want that to be like actually dedicated for tools like the Sawzall, etc. That'll probably be just like a chemical cabinet. And then whenever I get my welder and stuff over here, and I'm not sure, I've been thinking about getting a new welder. Like the one that I've got, it's a $180 Harbor Freight welder. And I've had that thing for 5 or 6 years and it's done so good, but it's definitely limited. For, like, it has 4 settings. It has min 1, min 2, max 1, max 2, and that's it. That's all the real adjustability, and then you can dial the wire feed, but that's it. So it for what it is, it has been great. We've built 4 or 5 trikes with it, countless other things. We back halved Jack Black with it, stuff like that. And like I said, for what it is, it's done great, but there's still a lot left on the table with it. So I've been thinking about getting a new welder. So I don't know if I am gonna do that or if I'm gonna bring mine over here. We'll see. And then obviously eventually I'd like to get a hoist. I'd like to get a 4-post and it'd probably go here because that'll be closest to the workshop. I've thought about putting it over there just because that's the biggest door and it's the easiest to get in and out of, whereas this one is kind of close to the house. Just the way my property is laid out, it could be a pain, but yeah, the hoist would probably go here. I thought about just getting some like quick jacks. You hardly ever see those used. For the price of new ones, you can get a really good used hoist. And I'd probably go with a 4-post just because my dad lives like 7 miles away, and if I ever need a 2-post for anything, like to lift a body off anything, I can just go over to his place. And I like the like suspension and exhaust work and regular maintenance and stuff involved with a 4-post. And I don't have to worry about dinging my doors or driving lowered vehicles onto a 4-post like I do with, is it raining? It is raining. Swag. Like that's one thing that does suck about the 2-post with the lowered vehicle. You have to play this like Russian roulette of driving up onto blocks and hoping you don't smash your door into anything. So, and like even if we do get her car lifted up just right, it's so low that we can't get any blocks on the arms of the hoist. But the problem is, like where like a little support comes out for the arm, it catches on this side skirt here and like folds it up. So I don't know if you can tell on camera, but right here and right here are like pinched up. And then I've got this little collection of wiring. I want to make an overhead thing that'll hold that. I thought about making I could probably make it so that it hangs right here and I can just pull it out. That might be a little more convenient, although I know my son would just grab it and take off with it and I'd have wire everywhere. So that's another thing that I'll probably play around with different ideas for a while before I actually decide on something. And then these are all just full of random nuts and bolts that someday I need to organize. Let's see, is there anything that I left out? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. This approach is 20 by 40. We weren't initially going to do it, but when we were talking to the contractor, we were just like, hey, how much, like, what does it cost to actually do concrete somewhere or whatever? And he was like, it's about $3 a foot, $3 to $3.50 depending on different variables. So we were like, well, let's math this out. And for 20 by 40, it came out to, I think $2,600 is what he charged us. So, and I'll go into the finances of everything, the expenses more in the more detailed video, but for an extra $2,600, this has already come in handy so much. I need to bring in some actual gravel. This is just dirt I dug out from behind the garage so I could drive into it for now. You can see I didn't even finish over there because that's for the Suburban. The Fiero I could just S-turn in there. And then whenever I replace the clutch on my in-laws tractor, I need to go through and clean this up because I'd like to be able to ultimately park like an enclosed trailer or a car trailer right there. I think that'd be like the perfect spot for it, so I need to tidy this up and move it out of the way. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. The space I just showed you on the side of the garage, there's more space behind it. There's in this back corner here, there's like 7 feet, and then it tapers wider, so there's like 9 feet over here. And it's flat and slopes down so that the water washes away from it. I still do need to backfill it all, and right through here we want to bring in some topsoil so grass grows. But this is just supposed to be a quick little like update video, so I hope this kind of like satisfies your guys' curiosities about what it looks like, what's happened, any updates with it. So it's been a lot of progress. I need to start hanging some banners up here too. If you guys have any banners or anything, any shop banners, anything like that. I know Justin Baker, Dr. Differential, is getting some new ones made, so he's sending me one of his old ones. And I was like, yes, that'll be awesome. What I'd really like to do is either hang up banners for, like, if you follow Evan Shanks, who I highly recommend. If you don't follow him, Evan's an awesome dude, super inspirational. And he does work on his own vehicles for the most part, unless it's like way outside of his scope. So I've got a lot of respect for him. Definitely check him out. But yeah, what I was getting at is he hangs banners up for like the vehicles he's owned. So he's got like a Subaru banner or a Toyota banner or a Lexus banner or whatever. And that's something I'd like to do, although right now it'd be like GMC, Chevy, Ford, Pontiac. The Pontiac banners are freaking dope, actually. There's a few with like the old Pontiac Native American, and those banners are sick. But yeah, I like the upper half of this to all be either like Speed Parts banners or car brand banners that I've owned. Like a Texas Speed banner would be badass. I don't know if Speed Engineering has a banner, but as much as I've promoted their X-Pipe, it'd be dope if they sent me one. And then, yeah, stickers for the fridge. So, I really need to set up a P.O. box. It's just so much money. Like, it's 150 bucks a year. Do you know what I could do with 150 bucks? I'll figure something out. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I genuinely appreciate all the support that you guys have given me over the past couple of years. Hopefully the channel will keep growing and I can do like a lot more entertaining things, because like talking videos are cool, but I like to actually do things. I like to work on my vehicles, work on my buddies' vehicles. Earlier today, most of today actually, Dustin and I gutted his Cadillac, and I'm so excited for that build. That video will probably be out Wednesday. Man, I just cannot wait to do that thing. If you haven't seen that video, we're doing, it's a 83 Cadillac Coupe DeVille, and we gutted the 4.1 and the 204R transmission, and we're doing a 6.0 4L80 swap, and that thing's just gonna be a pavement pounding cruiser, Grandpa's tire fryer. Eventually we're gonna move that over here and get to work on it. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I cut back from doing like a daily video to probably just 3 a week, or whenever I can get to it. So I figured today would be a good time to do this, so I can still get a video up on Monday and keep up with that. But I'm gonna try to just put out like better quality videos, because like the daily videos, it was just too much, and the video quality I feel like was lacking. It was a whole lot of just like straightforward stuff and not a whole lot of like good quality video. So I'll try to find some sort of balance that works for everybody. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. See you next time.